8 days, one park, a journey through Yellowstone you'll never forget. Old Faithful earned its name for a reason, erupting roughly every 90 minutes. It's one of the most predictable geysers in the world. Each eruption launches a towering column of steam and water up to 180 feet into the sky, lasting anywhere from 1.5 to 5 minutes. This natural spectacle is powered by a vast underground network of volcanic heat and pressurized water. As the water deep below the surface heats up, pressure builds until it bursts through the Earth's crust in a dramatic release. Old Faithful has been erupting for centuries, and while its intervals have shifted slightly over time, it remains a symbol of Yellowstone's dynamic geothermal energy. And if you look closely to the lower left of the screen, there it is. Grand Geyser, erupting at the same time, a rare and breathtaking moment. Grand is the tallest predictable geyser in the world, reaching heights of up to 200 feet. To witness both Old Faithful and Grand Geyser erupting together is a true Yellowstone treasure, an awe-inspiring reminder of the raw power beneath our feet. Whether it's your first visit or your 15th, Old Faithful never fails to amaze. It's not just a geyser, it's a living, breathing part of our planet's story. Beja Spring is a geothermal hot spring in Yellowstone's Gibbon Canyon, Wyoming. With temperatures near 80 degrees Celsius and a pH around 7.5, it's a fascinating part of the park's volcanic landscape and geothermal research. This isn't a painting, it's real. Welcome to Grand Prismatic Spring, Yellowstone's most colorful wonder. It's the largest hot spring in the U.S., and those wild colors, they're alive, made by heat-loving microbes that thrive in boiling water. From deep blue to fiery red, each ring tells a story of heat, life, and chemistry. Want the best view? Hike to the overlook and see the full rainbow from above. Welcome to Mammoth Hot Springs, one of Yellowstone's most surreal and stunning landscapes. Formed by hot water rising through limestone, these terraces are built from travertine, a chalky white mineral that creates otherworldly formations that literally change by the day. Stroll the boardwalks above steaming pools, explore the upper and lower terraces, and don't miss the iconic Liberty Cap, a 37-foot tall cone formed by an ancient hot spring. Oh, and keep your eyes peeled for elk. They love to hang out right in town. While you're here, step into history at Fort Yellowstone, where U.S. Army soldiers once protected the park from poachers and vandals. Located near the entrance, Mammoth is open year-round and offers hiking, wildlife watching, and even skiing in winter. Yellowstone's mud pots are bubbling cauldrons of heat and gas. Acidic water breaks down rock into clay, creating thick, boiling mud that gurgles and pops like nature's own lava lamp. Roaring Mountain is a hillside alive with steam vents called fumaroles. In the early 1900s, it roared so loudly it could be heard for miles. Today it still hisses with volcanic energy. Terrace Springs is a quiet geothermal gem near the road, where boiling water bubbles up into crystal clear pools. Steam rises gently as hot water flows under the road, shaping a surreal flower-lined landscape. West Thumb Geyser Basin sits right on the edge of Yellowstone Lake, blending geothermal wonders with stunning lake views. Formed by a volcanic explosion, it features hot springs, mud pots, and geysers, some even bubbling beneath the water. Highlights include Abyss Pool, one of the park's deepest, and Fishing Cone, where early visitors cooked fish in boiling water. It's a surreal meeting of fire and water, unlike anywhere else in the park. One of our favorite parts of Yellowstone was hiking. Every day, we'd hit the trail to explore something new. On the Cascade Lake hike, the scenery was peaceful and the trail was quiet. Maybe a little too quiet. About a mile in, we spotted something unforgettable. A fresh pile of grizzly poop right on the trail and huge tracks leading down the path. It was a thrilling reminder that we were deep in wild country. We didn't see the bear, but we definitely picked up the pace. The Fairy Falls Trail is a 6.5-mile round trip through lodgepole pines to a stunning 200-foot waterfall. The views were worth it, but the mosquitoes were relentless. We practically sprinted the last stretch to get away from them. Gibbon Falls, where the Firehole River plunges 84 feet into Yellowstone's wild heart. Just a half-mile stroll, Harlequin Lake Trail leads you to a quiet alpine lake, pure Yellowstone serenity. Ice Lake, short hike, big beauty. Tucked in Yellowstone's northeast corner, Trout Lake Trail is a short but steep climb into serenity. Just over a mile round trip, it leads to a crystal clear lake, framed by towering pines and mountain peaks. In spring and summer, watch for spawning cutthroat trout and playful otters. It's a peaceful escape, perfect for wildlife lovers and photographers alike. Standing on the north rim of the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone, I could have watched the water flow for hours. The lower falls thundering in the distance, yet everything felt still, serene. The canyon walls, painted in golds and reds, seem to glow in the sunlight. It's a place that humbles you, where time slows and nature speaks in color and sound. Hayden Meadows, where bison roam and Yellowstone River flows free. Meet the black bear, one of Yellowstone's most iconic residents. Despite their name, they come in black, brown, and even cinnamon colors. These curious omnivores roam forests and meadows, foraging for berries, insects, and small mammals. Remember, admire from a distance. These bears are wild and wonderfully unpredictable. In the heart of Yellowstone National Park roams a living symbol of the American West, the bison. These majestic animals are the largest land mammals in North America, with bulls weighing up to 2,000 pounds. Yellowstone is the only place in the U.S. where bison have lived continuously since prehistoric times. Each spring, the herds welcome new life, bright orange calves known as red dogs, who quickly learn to navigate the rugged terrain. Bison are more than just icons, they're ecosystem engineers. Their grazing patterns shape the landscape, helping maintain healthy grasslands and supporting a wide range of other wildlife. Despite their calm appearance, bison are powerful and unpredictable. They can sprint up to 35 miles per hour and pivot on a dime. That's why park visitors are urged to admire them from a safe distance. From snow-covered valleys to sunlit meadows, Yellowstone's bison remind us of the wild spirit that still thrives in America's first national park. In Yellowstone, elk roam vast valleys and forests, bugling in the fall to attract mates. These majestic animals are vital to the park's ecosystem, icons of wild America. Climbing cliffs with ease, mountain goats defy gravity, thriving in Yellowstone's rugged high country. Longhorn are North America's fastest land animals, reaching speeds up to 55 miles per hour. In Yellowstone's open plains, they thrive on speed and sharp vision to evade predators. Wolves, wild, elusive, essential to Yellowstone's boundaries. In Yellowstone's Lamar Valley, where the wild still rules, a timeless struggle plays out between predator and prey, instinct and endurance. Morning light spilled across the valley as the Junction Butte pack emerged, focused, alert, and hungry. They approached a large herd of bison, scanning for any sign of weakness, but there was no lone straggler, no easy target. The wolves surged forward anyway, testing the herd's defenses. The bison responded with force. They wheeled together, forming a wall of muscle and horn. The wolves circled, lunged, and retreated, trying to break the line, but the herd held strong. The attack failed, the wolves backed off, empty-jawed, and the valley fell quiet again. As the sun climbed higher, the pack settled into the open fields. They rested in the tall grass, conserving energy, eyes half closed but always watching. The herd remained nearby, grazing and regrouping. The wolves waited. In Yellowstone, patience is as vital as power. Later that afternoon, a lone bull bison descended from the mountains into the valley. He wasn't old or weak, just alone, perhaps unaware of the earlier encounter or simply confident in his strength, but the wolves noticed him immediately. They rose from the grass like shadows, silent and swift. The bull saw them and turned to face the threat. He charged, scattering the first wave of attackers. Dust flew, hooves pounded. He fought with raw power, forcing the wolves to retreat. And then, with a final burst of energy, he reached the safety of the herd. The bison closed ranks around him. The wolves once again were denied. As evening settled over Lamar Valley, the light softened and the air cooled. The herd had moved closer to the river. The bull, still recovering from the earlier fight, lagged behind. The wolves saw their chance. They moved in again, this time with greater coordination. They flanked him, pushed him, separated him from the herd. The bull tried to return, but the wolves cut him off. The herd watched, but did not follow. The chase drove the bull into the Lamar River. Water surged around him as he returned to face his attackers. He fought with everything he had, kicking, spinning, charging, but the wolves were relentless. One clamped onto his nose, another to his hind leg. The river churned with struggle. Eventually the bull collapsed into the current. The wolves had won. The kill was made in the water, hidden from the road, out of sight to all but the ravens and the wind. By morning, the only signs of the hunt were the circling birds and the quiet satisfaction of a fed pack. The carcass lay submerged, unseen by passing visitors, but for those who witnessed the day's events, the memory lingered. In Yellowstone, survival is never guaranteed. The Junction Butte pack had failed, waited, and tried again. The bull had fought with everything he had, and in the end, the land claimed another story, one of strength, resilience, and the eternal rhythm of predator and prey. As the sun sets over Blacktail Plateau, so does our journey through Yellowstone. 8 days of wonder, now a memory, etched in golden light and open skies. Until next time, stay wild.